You can see those, they
the
are
solid rocket boosters.
silver-colored connection points where they are
You
attached
have
to the core stage.
Either side,
They
they are
attach
not
the core
affected
stage
by
and
temperature,
the
but
solid
the core
rocket
stage
booster
is.
And so they want
You
that
have
aluminum
the solid
core
rocket
stage
boosters on
shrinking
either
at the
side.
same rate. On the liquid hydrogen side. So 15 minutes ago, liquid hydrogen was flowing, went into stop flow after a sensor there detected a higher than normal percentage of gaseous hydrogen, which is the indicator for a leak. Leak located in an area, in a basically the can around the QD. The leak is in the plate cavity, indicating it's a QD seal leak. So now the liquid hydrogen team is working a plan forward to reinitiate the flow of It's 7:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently T-minus 6 hours, 2 minutes and counting. With an update on the liquid hydrogen leak that the team saw about a half hour in 1 minute. They're going to manually warm up the liquid hydrogen line, which is connected on the other side of this core stage. The shot you're looking at, you see where that checkerboard target is. That's a target that's put there so that the flight tracking cameras can understand the orientation of the vehicle in flight. You see it on the core stage, the boosters on the side as well. At any rate, right where that checkerboard is, on the other side of the vehicle is where the umbilicals connect, the supply side for liquid hydrogen and oxygen. And there's a plate, an interface that goes from the ground side to another plate on the vehicle side, on the inside, and there's a cavity between those two. And they get a spike in hydrogen readings that caused an alarm to go off and stopped the flow of liquid hydrogen about 30 minutes ago. There's a cavity that's formed between the two plates on the flight side and the ground side. Standby. Team letting the NASA test director know they're getting ready to perform this manual fill and manual chill down, I should say, of that quick disconnect where they suspect the leak is. So they've been warming up that connection. After they stop float it at 7:15 a.m., they've been warming it for the past half hour, allowing that to warm up, according to the cryo guys, the cryo team. They say that allows it to reseat once they re-hit it with, and slowly, chilled liquid hydrogen. That gas gets in there. It's 8 a.m. Eastern Time here at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Good morning, I'm Daryl Nail with NASA Communications with an update. We are in the midst of tanking the core stage of the Space Launch System rocket, set for liftoff today at 2:17 Eastern Time, 2:17 p.m. Eastern Time. This is NASA's moon rocket that is going to send Orion on a flight test around the moon. A little bit less than 38-day mission. This flight test intended to test Orion at lunar return velocity. Get it around the moon, bring it back, test that heat shield, make sure it's safe for humans to use. We are currently working an issue with the liquid hydrogen loading. I'm listening to the launch team now. So there was a leak that developed in the liquid hydrogen supply line at 7:15 this morning. So running behind on loading liquid hydrogen at this point in the operation. We were scheduled to do the engine bleed kickstart. That's on hold. The flow is on the 8-inch quick disconnect, which is opposite a shot we have on the engines. It's in the engine section, but it's the supply line. What you're looking at right now is actually the middle of the rocket, where the GN2, which is liquid nitrogen, or gaseous nitrogen rather, is supplied. He says that they saw a spike in hydrogen gas in there. Now they're reconfiguring the system to minimize the leak and try to get back into hydrogen loading. They allowed the connection to warm up a bit for about a half hour to 40 minutes. And then they are putting right now into effect a strategy to manually begin that hydrogen flow slowly. Try to get that seal to reseat and cure that leak. That's currently in work, and that's the latest. Meanwhile, on the liquid oxygen side, on the liquid oxygen side, they are flowing currently at 32% full. They have slowed down their pumps because of a rule that requires the liquid oxygen to be in a certain proportion to the hydrogen. And you can see the graphic there. The LOX on the left, liquid hydrogen on the right. You can see the graphical representation of the rocket. We're 32% full on LOX. They've slowed down their pumps because of the rule that says you can't get more than 50% LOX in the tank before you've gotten 5% liquid hydrogen in. And I do have confirmation now that 15 minutes ago, the team did start their flow. You can see that represented on the graphic on the right-hand side. The measurement reflecting 2% full on hydrogen, moving slowly and carefully. So we'll continue to monitor the progress here and give you updates as we go along. For now, this is Artemis Launch Control.